my mix-up here. All right. And we're live. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the HODLCast. Today we have Mr. McAfee with us, John, and my husband, J. Scrilla. John, how you doing?
I'm doing great. Thank you. Everybody's smiling and happy, and I'm drinking a mint julep, so I have to be happy.
That sounds good. Now, I've seen a lot of your tweets. It doesn't seem like you're very scared of the coronavirus compared to diarrhea or regular influenza and whatnot. So if it's not, what do you think is going on, basically? We're geared up for World War III here. We've got, we've stocked up on food and weapons. But
all right, here's the truth. Here's the truth. If someone came to me and said, listen, we're going to remove one of two viruses from the world, the flu or the coronavirus, which would you choose? Get the fucking flu out, because I have a chance of getting that. And 600,000 people a year die from the flu. And in 5 months, the coronavirus has killed less than 10,000 people. Wake the fuck up, people. I have no fear of it. I mean, because I can count and add and subtract and multiply. It's got a flat curve. Don't listen to the mainstream media.
Why do you think they're saying
it? I'm sorry?
Why do you think they're saying it? Why do you think they're leading us to believe that it's so dangerous?
Wait a minute. Let me ask you a question. Let's have a real fucking conversation here and now. Let me ask you a question. Can you think of any reason in the world that anyone in the world might want this to happen? Now, let's think about it just for about 10 seconds. All right.
Sure.
I can think of 5 million possibilities. The Chinese, finally, here's one. Let's start with the least fucking likely. The Chinese, who are being pushed and bullied by the world, and China yet is the world power in terms of industry. We should be bowing down to them, in all frankness. But no, we're stupid here in the West, because our history of power makes us project that power into the future. Oh, we will always be powerful, right? So that's the arrogance of the West. No wonder the Chinese think we're all fucking barbarians, because we are. Now, back to the Chinese. They're getting sick of this shit. Someone says, why don't we? Just to make it believable. Why don't we sacrifice our largest city? Not in terms of people. No one's dying there, people. Less than 10,000 in the goddamn world in 5 months. It's not a problem. But the Chinese, they're clever. Why don't we seal off a city? And let's find a virus that doesn't move very fast or kill many people, and infect some people. I mean, people are infected anyway. They've probably been infected with this for 1,000 years. No one's ever looked for it or tested for it. The symptoms are identical to the flu. So now, it's just this is not very widespread. So let's use that virus. We'll call it the coronavirus. We'll seal off the city. Why? Because if we seal off the city, then no one can go inside to verify these statistics that we're throwing outside the wall. Now keep in mind, we're sealing off the city for health reasons. Oh, okay. Since you all know it's an airborne virus, and if I sneeze into a slight breeze, it will carry these droplets miles. I'm just waiting for the dome to come down. Did one come down? No. How strange is that? No one questioned the absence of the dome, did they? So the Chinese are smart enough to know sealing off that city without the dome is not going to do jack shit about the spread of that disease, right? A breeze can blow a sneeze 15, 20, or 30 fucking miles over the wall. And the breeze, you know, have you ever seen wind stop because there's a sign saying do not pass? No. I haven't, right? And yet the Chinese want us to believe that that is the fucking reality. No, we got the sign right here. Do not pass under penalty of law. I didn't see no wind come by here, did you? No, fuck me. No, please. That's what they think us. But nevertheless, if you look at the statistics, they're all coming out of that goddamn city where no one can verify the fucking truth.
Right.
No one in and nobody out. Well, suddenly, what if? How hard would this be? Let's say the ambassador to the United States, Chinese ambassador, says, begs for a visit with the president. Mr. President, I am so sorry. We have been deceiving you, but not for any evil purpose, sir. Because we thought we might be able to stem this horrific disease that's coming from our country. And the truth is this: no, there just haven't been, 10,000 deaths. So no. There were 4 million people there. Only 10,000 remain alive. And this is what's going to be happening in your country. You need to shut down your borders and shut down your industry and stop your travel money coming in and stop everything that makes you powerful. It's like me going, listen, my enemy over there, why don't we send him a cake that's poisoned? Or, it's the same fucking thing. Well, that's one. Can you not think of at least 100 others that are different? Sure. I can. All I know, I have no clue what's happening. I don't have a crystal ball. I'm not a conspiracy theorist. All I know is this virus is not a problem. The problem is the world's government's reactions to it. Please, can you not see this?
You think it was an excuse to let the markets crash, the blaming the governments? Well,
that assumes that America now. So that's a different scenario, because that assumes that America had a part in this. Now, you want me to play that one out for you?
Yeah.
Okay. There are 5 options for America. Let's take option 1. America, even though it knows China is its enemy, every government wants more control over their own citizens, do they not? Every fucking government. I mean, if you had absolute control where you've got to stay in your house, like we were for almost a week, locked up in Spain, for fuck's sake, could not go, you can't go out on your balcony. You walk out in the street, you're arrested.
On the balconies in Spain?
Pardon? They have balconies in Spain, yes. I'm sorry?
They wouldn't let you on the balcony?
Nothing, no outside, nobody outside.
Oh God!
You might sneeze. You might sneeze. Think about it.
Yeah.
What if you're on your balcony and you're sick and you sneeze? You've now endangered 50 square miles. Yeah. And when you are out, you cannot come within 3 feet of another person. I got accosted yesterday before we left, or day before, I guess, in a supermarket because I was talking quietly with my driver. I'm 74. I'm half deaf. All right, I've got to lean in to hear some things. You don't want to be rude by speaking loudly in supermarkets in a fucking quarantine, do you? So I'm leaning in, and he's speaking softly, and 2 big fucking security people come with mean-looking faces and separate us. And for a second, I didn't understand. Go, oh, got it. So then I apologize. Oh, lo siento, señores. Yo soy un americano, mixing my German and my Spanish, barely intelligible. And they're going, oh, fuck, okay, we can't deal with this shit. And I said, I apologize.
Did they know who you are?
No, they did not. No, I said not. They had I would have been arrested, I'm sure.
So
Anyway, so
are you not living on
so
the
yeah, so we've been living in that shit, people. I mean, good God Almighty. So we know, and I've known this all my life, how severe a dark dungeon fear can make, because that's what it's made. That's what it made in Spain. It was think about it.
So why do
You
you
can't invite your friends over. You can't invite your family. You can't go visit your friends. You can't go visit your family. Only two reasons to be outside. I am legitimately going to a grocery store, and they will check your origin and the store you said you're going to. And make sure you have not strayed more than, 3 blocks from that straight fucking line. And if so, you're in trouble. You can't be in a car with another person. Like, we got stopped day before that, actually in Tarragona, because I have a driver. I'm 74. I'm tired of driving, number one. And number two, I'm too blind to get a license. So I don't know why that would have anything to do with it, but nevertheless, I try to respect things that people say might be dangerous to others and have a driver. So, but man, we were stopped. We were accosted. And fortunately, I've lived by the laws. We were coming back from buying food. Now, we had strayed from our origin, but we had come a long way. Why? The food is cheaper down here. I'm sorry, but it's just where we're coming from. Whatever. They'll believe anything in a crisis. So, no. And so I just did my thing, Lo siento, señores y señor, pero yo tengo 74 años, mi ojos no es bueno, y, pero necesito comprar algo para comer.
Dog in a bathroom.
So, right, so now, and they're going, oh, fuck me. Right. Number one, they're thinking, this is going to take hours. And number two, it's a fucking tourist, so she's probably not happy. No, they wanted to see the groceries had in the back seat. What were they? A bottle of rum, really nice rum. A bottle of olive oil, cilantro, basil, and mint, fresh. That was it. But it's groceries, right? So it was legal. So what could they do? Yes, that's life under martial law, people. Now, that's happened to me before. I've traveled the world a lot, so it's nothing new. But try to imagine your life being that 24 hours a day.
Are you going to go back on the boat?
Forever. Pardon?
Are you going to go back on the boat?
No, absolutely not. I've got to go back. No, I can't go back to that part of the world. And it's almost impossible to arrange to get it to where we are. It costs $100,000 to ship it. So, but it doesn't carry enough fuel to do a transoceanic passage. So anyway, we've abandoned the boat. And this was it. After we got out of jail from the Dominican Republic, we went underground. Rather than, we'd been running from country to country, but thumbing our nose up right in the Bahamas. Why? No extradition. So they had to arrange some devious shit. That took 3 months, and we were enjoying ourselves. Went to Cuba, thumbing up our nose again. And then the Cuban government called us in, Janice and I, and said, the United States has unofficially, because there's no official channels, requested that we return you to the States and return for favors. And said, but we are disinclined to do so. But your presence here now will be of a concern and an embarrassment to us. So we're giving you 72 hours to leave our country. But they were very polite about it, Within 58, it took us about 2 days. to get the boat prepared for a long passage because we had to be at sea for 4 or 5 days, right? So left Cuba. We're at sea for 4.5 days. Rough fucking weather. The dogs were sick. Everybody was vomiting. It was so fucking horrible. Anyway, and 9 people and 4 big ass dogs, plus a crew on a boat in the storm for 4 fucking days. Well, and so after that calmed down, we finally pulled in to the Dominican Republic. We were arrested before we came into dock. Their internal security came out there, their SWAT teams, and surrounded the boat. They arrested us and said, "You have to go back to America." Will this please stop?
Yeah, probably you just wanted to go get a nice hotel, relax after 4 days.
Yeah, oh fuck yes. Let's God damn. We didn't need a hotel. The boat's very nice when it's not, at 90 degrees. But no, just to get quiet, a nice night's sleep, get everything air conditioned down below again, because we're plugged into shoreline, because the generators can't do everything, especially in a storm, right? You got too much other work to do keeping the boat afloat. So, oh, fuck me. So, no, we don't have the boat. And we don't tell anybody where we are.
Yeah. Are you still running for president?
Well, fuck yes. In fact, God damn it, in the state of North Carolina, in the Libertarian primaries, I came in second. But the winner, no, the Hornbaker, Backwalker, I don't know the man really. I've never met him. I hope I don't. That is the number 1 runner, got 8.7%, and McAfee got 8.2. Believe this? Believe this? All right. I call that a win.
Yeah.
Considering I'm stuck in a place where I can't tell anybody where I am even, and that other prick is going around every different day, campaigning and stumping in a different town. Well, fuck me. That's some kind of win, right?
Yeah.
So.
Tell us. So I, as a Bitcoin, I've been in Bitcoin for a little while. Jeff too. We have a lot of our, assets in it. We thought Bitcoin would do well under this kind of crisis, but it has not proved to be the asset.
But wait a minute. See, you're looking at the wrong thing. You're looking at the price of Bitcoin, and has it done well? Here's what I call doing well with cryptocurrency. We have everything in DAI, and then, which is pegged to the dollar, all right? When I get paid for doing work, that comes in Monero. I will not accept work otherwise. I convert that Monero instantly into DAI. When someone needs to be paid, like a contractor, which is draining me dry always all my life, in any case, you have to get paid in Monero, or else I'm sorry, I cannot use you. And what you do with it is your business.
Sorry.
All right. So, so what does it mean? Do well. I live with people and know that there are tens of thousands more of us around the world that no longer touch in any way the old economy based on fiat currency. Everything we do, every piece of work that gets paid for, everything we buy, from houses to cars to you name it, bulletproof vests, shoes, food.
What about your music?
We buy only with Monero.
John.
Yes.
What about your music? You listen to Bitcoin music?
My music?
You listen to Bitcoin music?
I don't know what that is. I'm sorry. I don't know much about music.
No, I'm saying you do everything Bitcoin. Do you have Bitcoin music? Or Monero? Or Monero?
No, absolutely not. Other than as if the plaything that people use most cryptocurrency for, which is, can I make money off of it or not? Well, I'm sorry, I'm not involved in that part. not interested in that part, and you may do what you wish in that part, and I can give you no advice in that part. I can tell you about coins that have use. You want to hear about those? That's fine. But I can't tell you about anything that may go up or down in value.
No, I was asking, do you listen to music about cryptocurrency?
No.
Oh, okay. All right.
No. Listen, dude, people with guns chase us around. We don't have time to listen to any fucking music, except maybe, a few minutes a month. And if I had a choice between Beethoven and Bitcoin and music, I'm sorry, or crypto music, well, please give me the Beethoven. At least I know what I'm getting. As Shakespeare said, thus we flee from things we know not of, and instead adhere to those nightmares that we know full well. Yes.
What do you think of the vaccine idea or the eugenics around, like, conspiracy
about what?
theory? So the conspiracy theory is that Bill Gates and the Pirbright Institute put a patent out on the coronavirus in 2015, and now he's quit his board of director positions with Microsoft, and he's going into making a vaccine for the virus. And
well, okay, I rank that. No, I know. I rank that number 11 in probability.
Okay.
Definitely number 1 is the handshake between China and Donald Trump. That under the table, serious motherfucking shit going on. We both know there's no problem. However, both were going to use this to lock their fucking countries down. And you think it's not happening? I just came from Spain, people, where you can't leave your house without a fucking permission slip. Is that how you want to live?
Yeah.
You're out, and where's your goddamn slip?
So what should we do in America when they start trying to put that kind of restriction in place, like as individuals?
You think you're going to be any different than the Spanish? No, you're going to go to your homes, lock your doors. Why? At first, because you're going to die if you go outside from this horrible bug, this terrible thing, which in truth, statistically, the flu has 100 times greater chance of killing you than the coronavirus ever will. These are the goddamn numbers, people. So we know it is an insignificant motherfucking thing. I mean, I've been going out, I've been licking the goddamn handles of shopping carts in markets just to show my friends, good God, are you people crazy or what?
Did you see
right?
who licked the toilet in the plane?
I haven't licked toilets.
Oh, you gotta videotape yourself licking it, John, and put it on.
No, it's not. It was a personal thing to show my friends that seriously, people, wake the fuck up. No, I've been licking the bottoms of my shoes when I get home. I mean, please, right? To show people, stop, all right? Please, fucking stop.
Oh, you're the best. What about the rumors that Black people can't get it? I saw.
Oh, fuck. Are you serious? That started with me. I started that one, right? And a U.S. congressman called Jack Dorsey, head of Twitter, and demanded they take it down. Twitter actually locked me out for 6 hours. But here, I wish it's gone now because I don't keep copies of shit. But nothing left. However, what it said was this: have you people heard that Black people cannot possibly get coronavirus? And I believe that we could mobilize the Blacks as saviors somehow in fighting this virus, right? So, and then I went on, and I know that many of you may doubt this, yet every single medical study where black genes and Chinese genes are combined, the only thing that ever comes out is a car thief that can't drive. And so this proves, this proves. So now, I don't think it was that, because who in their right fucking mind would go, oh, yes, the blacks will save us because they took it as racist. So I finally apologized openly on Twitter in a main tweet to say, I'm really sorry, but listen, this is my wife, all right? To the best of my knowledge, she's black. And I had a photo of us.
I thought that where you said to the best of my knowledge.
How can I possibly be a racist motherfucker and have it? Because I'd have to choose a black wife. Wouldn't I? I mean, have to be blind? No, I mean, I knew she was black, Your Honor, before I met her. I don't know. People are just crazy. I mean, you've got to frame humor today in such a major frame that just screams out humor, or else the subtlety will get you. Whoa, that is not humor. That's racist.
Yeah.
But because anybody who actually believes it to be medical advice, which was Twitter's reason for taking it down. False medical advice about the coronavirus. So I'm going, okay, now, if any human being read that tweet and bought that, actually goes, oh, medical advice, we don't have to worry, dear, we're black. I mean, please, God. How do you know? Well, we all know. You cross a Chinaman and a black person, you get that car thief, can't drive no more. So...
Feels good to laugh this hard, John.
I'm sorry?
I said it feels good to laugh so much. Like, yeah.
Well, good. Well, you have to laugh. What else is there? I mean, really, here's the thing. People, okay. You just brought up a point that I really hadn't seen quite this way before. There's only two ways of seeing the world. Number one, it's a threat or an opportunity. Or number two, it's just the most humorous thing that God could ever have devised. Well, I'm way over in the humorous thing category. So, I mean, Janice, maybe back? No, not yet. So, sorry. So, so we got arrested in the Dominican Republic. Now, Dominican Republic jails, they are not to be recommended for those who want jail experiences. I would choose Mexico ain't bad. They feed you, and the food's not bad, and everybody's happy and fed. But no, the Dominican Republic. So 4 days from this fucking hell hole. I got some managed to sneak a camera in and take pictures. I have a lot of jail experience, people, so I know how to do these things. In any case, so the first night, and everybody's pissed except me. So Janice is the only female. But she's right in the building next to us. There's no glass in the windows. It's just rusted iron fucking bars from the 14th century or something. Seriously, it's like fucking Dungeonville. But this is where I fucking am. So Coolio, who was the engineer on the boat, we're all arrested together, okay, a bunch of guys and Janice. And so they put all the men in one building, and Janice was in with about 50 Dominican Republic. And I admittedly, I understand why she was not laughing all night, but I was. So I'm going, well, fuck me, I'm here. There's got to be something funny happening. And suddenly Coolio takes off his pants. Now, he's got Mickey Mouse underwear on. So no, he's 30. And he's a black Haitian guy, one of these tough characters. So I go, oh, Julio. I like the really, you know, Julio, I've never noticed how cute you were before. And so the other guys are just laughing up a storm, and Coolio's having none of it. And so we were laughing all night long, right? Janice was so pissed when we got out because she was not laughing over there.
Aww.
I can understand. Well, she had no one to joke with. See, everybody was speaking Spanish. That's rough. Anyway, I don't know how we got off on that because you had asked me a serious fucking question, I think.
Yeah, I don't know where we went.
Well, I didn't answer it. I'm positive. Shall we just move on?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
So I think I'd asked you anyway, but so you think the vaccine coming for it, or some kind of eugenics conspiracy theory would be ranked around 11? You think the number one conspiracy theory would be that U.S. and China are doing some kind of
listen,
how does this benefit?
I would give it 90% certainty, and Europe just goes along because Europe goes along with whatever happens in the U.S. And this has to be some major shit that even Trump was not aware of, because I would like you to go back in history, in time, like 3 days, 4 days, maybe a week, to where Trump actually tweeted, oh, I think, listen, this thing is blown out of proportion, which it is. Yeah. That's what his advisors told him. Hey, that's not going to be a problem. The following fucking day, he's on going, yes, we're going to need to. It's like someone came and said, hey, Trump, did you not get the goddamn memo or what? All right. This is the fucking party line. Are we clear? We're locking this country down. Oh, fuck me. I didn't get that memo. This is the reality of life, people. Although instead of here's how, do you know how presidents get the memo in reality? Let me give you an example, which we all have seen. Second Gulf War. The CIA needs Iraq to be neutralized. In fact, there's the words, and I know people in the CIA very well. They were my first and biggest customer at McAfee. So now, that goes back to 1988, people. So I have a long and involved history with this motherfucker. Now here's how they work. So, and by the way, to make this more realistic, the CIA has a word for presidents. They call them transients.
Yeah.
Hey, how's the transient doing? Who's controlling him on this shit? Who's controlling him on that shit? Well, I'll tell you, someone was surely controlling him on the Iraq shit, wasn't it? Because the CIA decides we're going to bomb them into the Stone Age, and then it got critical. It got seriously critical, and someone goes, listen, this is taking too much of my time. I want them destroyed tomorrow. Make it happen. And that got passed to D.C., where the higher-ups in the CIA go, fuck, all right. He wants it tomorrow. All right, Jed, Tim, you go into the president. This is what was said, more or less. Mr. President, please, I'm sorry to bother your busy schedule, but in a matter of the utmost urgency has just occurred, sir. Please, could you sit down? And, sir, what I'm about to tell you is the most horrific thing that could possibly happen to America. Iraq has nuclear weapons, Mr. President, and missile capabilities, capable of delivering those missiles to our closest ally. And Mr. President, we believe that an attack is imminent. Our closest ally, England, that London, the entire city, will be evaporated from the face of the earth, Mr. President. Now, we are not here to advise you, Mr. President. We're not here to pull your fucking strings, now are we? And we're certainly not here to give you memos. That part they did not say. I threw that in myself. They ended with, we're not here, sir, to advise you, but merely to inform you of what the truth is. Which had no choice. 4 hours later, we started the bombing of a country that we bombed into the Stone Age. Were there nuclear weapons? Fuck no, everybody knew it, except the president and Congress. The American people knew it, certainly the Europeans knew it, and everybody in the Middle East. Nuclear weapons? Have you lost your fucking minds? That was the truth. Now, that's how the CIA operates, except they very seldom go to the extreme of telling lies. They tell the absolute truth, but which part of it they choose. Yes? All right, so let's say, okay, we've got 2 stay-at-home wives, right? One of them is yours, one of them is your neighbor's, and your neighbor's wife wants to fuck you and wants you to dump your wife. Now, so once a week, and the husband doesn't know this because he doesn't get involved in the home part of life, that's his wife's, that's his queen's domain. And she's been having something done in the basement, God knows what, maybe a shed built for him, who fucking knows. And once a week, on a Wednesday, this guy gets out, goes in the basement while your wife is there. And please, so now, you leave out everything except, Fred, sit down. Your wife's having an affair. Now, that's the truth as Fred wants him to see it. What do you mean affair? No, don't get upset. So right off the bat, you're now looking at it as if it's a fucking affair. Now, what I'm saying is there's this guy, I don't know much about it, but you know, listen, every Thursday when you go to work early, he comes over, spends a couple hours, gets in his truck and leaves. Now, I told the absolute fucking truth, did I not? The truth was, except the fact that I believed your wife was having an affair. So, please, God, do you understand how easy it is to manipulate people with the truth?
Yeah.
This is what the CIA is good at. So in any case, we bombed Iraq. That was an outright lie because no one could figure out the truth that would make it happen in 4 hours. They go, then lie. Tell them they got nuclear bombs. Who fucking knows? Just bomb them into oblivion. So that's one theory.
What about aliens?
I'm sorry?
What about aliens? The theory that aliens, they're locking down so aliens can invade.
I don't know where it is, but it's down in the 134,000. It's not very high on the list. Not that it's not on the list. When I say the list, is that possible? Fuck yes. Is it probable? I'm a statistician. I like numbers. Give me fucking numbers. Is it probable? Fuck no. But possible.
Can you run through the 1 through 5 top things you think?
I really can't because we're running out of time, ladies and gentlemen.
What about,
Right.
So if they want to distribute, I saw, there's some bill coming that we're going to get UBI, basically $2,000 per adult, $1,000 per kid through this time. Do you think they'll start a Fed coin to distribute it, or how would they distribute the money in today's infrastructure?
I have no fucking clue. I have no clue. But anyway, thank you for having me on. I've enjoyed it.
Thank you, John. I've really enjoyed talking with you.
Okay.
Stay
Bye-bye.
safe out there. Yep. All right. Thanks.